Hello everyone. My name is Webweaver, and welcome back to It's Look Who It Is. I think we're probably just gonna do another... Whoa, microphone almost fell down into the goddamn abyss, but I think we're fine. I think we're okay. I wanted to lower it a little bit, and then it almost slammed on the table, so that was a little bit hunted by the cult moment. Character exclusive, by the way. Oh, okay. On the run, but you can't. You're physically incapable of running because the webs of fate bind ye. Jury's been living her life on buying fucking pocket knives in order to get away from the real jury. TM question mark. Actually, that is something that I'm interested in. Do you, if you did a tier list, for fun, differentiate between jury and real jury? The horror. Because I don't know how you do it in another roguelike. Because I know in Risk of Rain 2, the cultist is considered a different character than everybody else. Even though any character can become the cultist. But are the characters who can transform, do they actually, how do they work for tier lists? Do you put one character there to represent both of them, or do you put two characters there to represent, whatever, it doesn't really matter. So your seconds, charisma, light source, and knowledge. So light source and knowledge, that's pretty good, you know? I'm pretty excited about that right there. I think that could potentially go hard. And I think there's a pretty cool interaction here, which is you have to spend 2% horror meter to get into the police station. So I think I like that quite a bit. Because it means you have to, really take into account what it is that you do here, which again you had all summer to figure out. I don't know why you haven't figured it out yet. I really should watch. That got a third season, right? I really should watch it. It got another season. I don't remember how many seasons it had when I originally watched it, but I think You Should Leave is very, very good. Some of it, some of the episodes are hard to watch, though, because it does kind of lean into, the cringe element. And I don't mean, because, you know, when you think of cringe, you think of, just, the internet's use of the term, which I think is actually distinct from actually, cringing in real life, if that makes sense. Because the internet uses it in a similar way, but I don't think it's really particularly accurate. And since that sentence is over, and I'm not going on and on into something, and I don't really know where my train of thought is going, now we're doing this. So that I can, pick it up and, there we go. Moriko moment. I actually stopped it. I saw Moriko, kept clicking a little bit more, and then as I was, going into the screen, I alt-tabbed out of the game and then, you know, turned the recording back on, so... What a shot! There's no way that I could stop that on Moriko. I was spamming click. I was spamming clicks so fast. I actually was thinking about this earlier because in Final Fantasy XIV, some fights have a QuickTime event where if you fail the QuickTime event, you die. And I'm always the 5th or 6th person to escape from it. And I escaped from it pretty quick, within a second and a half at max. But I've always wondered if there's some sort of, trick. I've always wondered if there is some sort of trick to it, because I click, at least I think, really fast. Click per second test. Let's see. Click speed test. Online. How fast can you click in 5 seconds? Okay, so what are we gonna do here? How do I actually do this? Is this gonna work? We might have to Emmerdale if it doesn't work. Oh, hold on. Are we potentially cooking? Mouse accuracy game? Okay. So we're gonna see. Just because, like, I feel like I click super fast. I'm not gonna do 5 seconds. Maybe I should do 5 seconds. Should we do 5 seconds? Just like a little warm-up? I feel like we could do 10 seconds. Let's do 10. The world record is 14.2. Okay. Let's, I don't think I can do that. But let's actually try it, okay? Because I think that I click decently fast, so here we go. Damn, I'm slow. I'm only doing, like... Well, I guess we'll see. You're a cheetah. 10.8? Yeah, that's pretty slow. So I'm not particularly a fan of that. But I feel like... Yeah, I feel like... I should get out of that thing, because you're supposed to click the button in the middle of the screen, right? Like, look at this. Like, you're supposed to click the button in the middle of the screen, right? But it doesn't go very fast for me, and I'm, like, always the 5th or the 6th person who gets out. And I don't know, like, I try. Like, I try really hard to get out of that quick time event thing as quickly as possible, but it just doesn't work for me. Like, I always make it. I've never failed it. But, like, you know, I'm always like the 6th or 5th person to get out. There's got to be like some kind of trick that I don't know. Let's see, we've got eels, we've got footage, we've got coma, scissors. We've actually got a pretty good line here, you know? I think the only thing, like, you start on eels, you go into footage, and then you can either go into coma or scissors depending on how you are, and you end with cape. Like, I'm feeling that's pretty good. Like, I can't complain about that too much. So we're gonna get 2 horror there. We need to try to get... I actually think having only 2 witches tree charges hurts jury a lot. But we're gonna have to just buy something, you know? Like, jury makes or breaks in the early game, right? And it's just how quickly can you get a weapon that's not dog water, like this. Okay. This is a decent weapon, but we're gonna have to power level knowledge as quickly as possible. And we're also gonna wanna just speed through these mysteries as quickly as possible as well. We don't want to do anything that could make us take Doom. We've already taken way too much Doom. We've taken way too much Doom. We need to get over these mysteries as quickly as possible. And we just need to go, you know? You just gotta speed, you gotta go fast. You've gotta... I should have taken the money. I'm dumb as hell. We gotta go fast. We gotta go faster. Sonic X, perhaps? That's how fast we're going. But, what was I gonna say? Ah, yes, hell. Evil, bad, gross, horrible. I feel like we're obligated to fight. Which... I'm not happy about. This is how we do it. This is the way. Just hit both. Okay, that's fine enough, I guess. Are we really just gonna take, like, this much stamina damage for fun? I think yes. I think the answer to that question is a resounding yes. If we do this, then we have to make a 90% chance, and we have to make a 60-50. A 50-50. 2 50s in a row? Just to, like, save on some damage? Ridiculous. We should just guarantee that... We're spending all of our stamina to make this one fight happen, and I hate it. Because, like, the idea of running away is just so bad that it's like... Yeah, you can run away if you want to, but you're gonna lose, like, You're gonna lose, like, a level and a half or 2 levels off of running away from here. So you've just gotta, like... accept that you're gonna... Like, it's Jover. You're gonna be done soon, but, it's just hell. We're just in hell. One fight after the next. But you gotta... Oh, God. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. we're gonna set the class of 1971 down to 12, and then we're going to kill it next turn with desperation. Which is not particularly what you want to do, but, you know, we are going to be gaining levels from this that we would not otherwise have. Like, getting those 2 combat... Oh, we're dead. Fair enough. Fair enough, that's the roll of the dice. We run it back. But, honestly, I was feeling kind of good about that one, assuming we lived that mystery. Fatalist. It's a Fatalist moment. And random items. Random items, Fatalist Gazoo. Koji? Koji, my boy. My beloved. Okay, Charisma, Seconds, Dexterity, Strength, Light Source. So there actually is no, there is no knowledge check in, Ba Sing Se. But that's okay. We'll ball. We'll do balling strats. So first of all, we will do this. There's no knowledge check in Ba Sing Se. We just said this, so... all that means, fun fact, that means that there is a knowledge check, because the idea is that there is a war in Ba Sing Se. It's just that anybody who says there is taken to a prison where they are killed. Yeah. No, Jet's fine. Was his name Jet? I rewatched it like a year ago, and I don't even remember. Pretty sure his name was Jet, right? He's fine. He's definitely alive. He's just taking a nap. Now, you do never see him again, unless there's some, like, lore, unless there's some canon comic that I don't know about, or he's mentioned in Korra, or they might bring him back for the new series that they're doing, because they're doing an adult, they're doing, wait, are they doing, like, a teenage or adult Aang show, and then they're doing something with, Zoro as well? Zuko. I did just call him Zoro, fake fan. Yes, my favorite, Persona 5... my favorite Persona 5 character is Zoro. Oh god. Oh god, I am a fake fan of everything. Because I was about to call him a shadow, but that's not true. It's the Arcana. Well, I mean, it's obviously, like, the persona of Morgana, right? But I mean, like, it's not a shadow, it's an Arcana, the magician, right? Oh, I need to replay Persona 5, it's been too long. I still can't believe I was that stupid, I played through the entirety of Persona 5, like, and I finished it, like, a couple of weeks before Royal came out. Like, it was so, like, I cannot believe I did that. Still on the Persona 5 cooldown. Now, why did I do this? I don't know. We're not casting spells. We're not a part of the Shadow Wizard Money Gang. We do not love casting spells. His ass does not love casting spells. Oh, I just turned the display off to, like, go look for Moriko, but we got her on the first try, so I'll turn that back on. And by I'll turn that back on, I mean I turned it back on already, before I even finished that statement. You know what? In honor of Persona 5, fuck it, Hawaii. True. Many people are saying this. Oh yeah, the order won't matter. Funny fatalism moment. Oh. Oh. Funny fatalism moment? Funny fatalism moment. How do we kill Akamanto turn 1? And by turn 1, I mean mystery 1. And by mystery 1, I mean floor 1. And by floor 1, I mean dungeon 1. Akamanto is the fucking first boss of the dungeon? How the hell do we do that? What mechanics does he have? A lot of insta-kill ones, I'll tell you that much. Okay, so what are we actually gonna do here? You know what? Maybe Koji is gonna join the Shadow Wizard Money Gang. He does love casting spells. I mean, he loves casting spells, obviously. I mean, honestly, I'm just looking for an actual instant kill spell. I'll be honest with you. Yeah, okay, it works. It just works. Now, what we want to do is This is so bad, by the way. This is so bad. I don't know why we're doing it the way we're doing it, but give me any weapon from here. Random moment. Also, I can't afford it. Well, actually, I can, but you know. 40 chance to hit, 80 speed. That's, like, so bad. We love casting spells. 80 speed is, like, horrible. Let's go get a steak knife. Ah, shit. It's over? It's Jover? I mean, at least this is, like, a usable item, but 33% Doom is, kind of bad. But also, like, look at the situation we're in. I'm not calling Saul, you mother fricker. Yeah, I just said frick. What about it? I actually think that YouTube probably penalizes you for saying fake swear words now that I think about it, doesn't it? Because I don't even see... Like, I feel like if YouTube didn't penalize you for saying fake swear words, it would be like... You wouldn't have, like, people just saying swear words and then censoring out in post. They would use, like, frick and heck, you know? Ah, heck and gosh darn heck. I'll take a bone saw. Oh, wow, it's bad. No way, it's bad? Holy crap. Never seen anything like this before. You can't afford that. True! I almost want to sell the bone saw, too. I love how every time it just says you can't afford that. It's like, why are you being so mean? Let's just hope we don't have to go to the hospital regularly. But yeah, why are you being so mean, game? Telling me that I can't afford things I obviously can. We love casting spells. I think we love casting spells so much that it's time. Take her down to 12. Honestly, we love casting spells. If you could sell it, I was thinking about it. We gotta get that crucial evidence developed. Also, we're coming out of this with fucking 4 sanity. Beautiful. Let's do it. 4 sanity, 6 stamina. Oh yeah, we have flashbacks? What the hell? Get that shit out of here. 41% Doom, yeah, okay. Okay, buddy. Actually, I'm looking at this and I'm thinking to myself, would it just be better to, like, do this? But no, it would not be better to do this. You cast that, and then it goes away, and then you get the Crestfallen Mask, and then you put it on at the end of the game, and then you hopefully win. And then you're using a dexterity build, so... You're using a dexterity build. I don't know why, but fate forced this upon ye, so you might as well make the most of it. Get 6 dexterity. It won't matter anyways. It continues to matter a lot, actually. This is potentially really, really, really bad. Really, 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 really bad. So Ghostly Spear is gonna do a lot of work for us. Which is pretty cool. We can get stabbed in the eyeballs, that's fine. Or not. I'm actually pretty pro not being... Like, I wouldn't vote for the getting stabbed in the eyeballs party, you know? Even if they promise not to stab my eyeballs, I think that's still a little too far. Not even my friend. I didn't even look in the top right corner because I was like, nah, it's not gonna be Troll Doll. I think my boy's gonna be there. My boy was not there. We were left alone. Alas. Okay, I feel like you just need to, like, Shine Kekyoin, right? Like, I think... I don't know why that's been living rent-free in my head, but it has. I feel like we start with this. We see where we get with the wooden bat. Then we just hit kill, I guess, because that's what we can do. We're strong enough for that, at least. Thank God. Now we want to... Now here's the thing. You could be saying, get the weapon, get the weapon, get the weapon. No, it gives you doom. Is it a good weapon? Yeah, it's a good weapon. It's actually a great weapon. Wait, hold on. It was that one, right? Yeah. I can be as careful with the lines as the game needs me to be. Just, you know, draw a perfect, like, Listen, if anybody ever made, like, a live-action skit for World of Horror, and it was in the School Scissors mystery, I want to watch the characters with the blessed chalk try over and over and over again to make a perfect circle on the chalkboard. That like, just trying desperately to try to make a perfect circle, because you got to be careful with the lines. What if we just, died? Oh, I was thinking, I always get the newspaper and the computer confused. I thought we were going to take, like, minus sanity. But you know what? We can take some more minus sanity as, like, a little treat, you know? Now, I would say we could take stamina, but the ghostly spear is going to do us in eventually. There's no shot we get at. The only benefit to any of this shit is that the boss has low health. Like, that's literally it. Like, the boss has low health because it's early in the game. But it's still unrealistically, like, real bad. I think we just go for it, right? I think we're at max stamina 9 right now. I think I think it could be Jover, but what if it wasn't? Now, here's the thing. The camera is kind of good sometimes, so we're gonna keep it. Do we just, like, do this? I think we do. Like, if we miss one, we're, like, gonna cry, but we didn't, so we can cry in the alternative timeline, okay? You did not get Berenstein Baird. It is still Berenstain Baird. That's the name. Berenstain Baird. It is not Berenstein Bear, it's Berenstain Bear. The order won't matter anyways, by the way. Game proceeding to give me the most rancid fucking mysteries of my life. Order won't matter, by the way. LOL. Nice. I love just taking, like, a shit ton of sanity damage for no reason. I'm a big fan of that, actually. Now, our second mystery was School Scissors. Who was our second enemy? I don't know, Akamanto? What the hell? I wasn't paying attention. You think I was paying attention? Nah. Webb would never pay attention while playing World of Horror. Who do you take me for, huh? What kind of coward? Hey, what if we went down to max 8 HP? Just for fun, right? Like, just for, like, a little joke? A little joke? Now, we can cast it one more time. But our combat is just, like, you know, bad, so... I'm kind of unnecessarily supplementing it with Ghostly Spear, and then hoping that our combat gets good enough to the point where I'm like, a. Now, here's the thing. If we can get Strength and Dexterity to 8, we can use Ghostly Spear, like, 4 more times. We're not going to be happy about, you know, my max health, but... Do I want to level up now? I kind of do, but, like, I don't want to get... We can't afford a jar of blood, right? Oh, a free Ghostly Spear! We can't afford a jar of blood right now. Honestly, are we ever going to go to the village again? I have no idea, but we are going to the school a couple more times, probably. Are we... Like, what is this to us, right? Is this, are you going to the village, or are you going to the school? I think we're going to the village. And by that, I mean the school. So I'm going to take art knowledge. Now, you might be thinking to yourself, well, knowledge is a better stat. You're right. But we're not using a knowledge weapon, and the knowledge check is not at the lighthouse. If the knowledge check is at the lighthouse, you take this 10,000 times out of 10. But we're living in a different world right now, so we're going to take the perception and see how that gets us. Also, we're literally visiting the village right now, so that would be really funny if we got folklored. Wait, is this place doomed? What the heck? Oh shit, it is. That's a good use for the police station. I wish somebody thought of that earlier. Plus 2% doom, huh? Sorry to say, but I think the horror is gonna catch up with you soon, Koichi. Hey, friend. Look at the little bozo. The little creature carrying around a little backpack. Very cute. Although I say little creature, but the thing is almost as tall as Koji, so... you know, maybe that dog could probably throw hands better than we think. Did you know that the order won't matter? Oh god. So Iwa would go pretty hard, honestly. Like, I'm actually not gonna... Now, Masafumi does not go hard. Masafumi, you do not screenshot Masafumi. He's gonna try to screenshot some ghosts, but it won't work. His camera will have a glitch. Yes, we have 7, but we're also in a doomed forest, so just take, like, the free action. Honestly, I was, like, briefly considering it, but no. No, 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 no. Okay, the plush toy is here, and we're kind of in remiss. Now, here's the thing. We need to actually kill this thing, in one turn, probably. Or dodge, or run away. Both of those are valid, but this thing needs to... 4 damage, it needs to die. So if we're gonna throw a ghostly spear at it, here's what I'm thinking, okay? Because our damage is still not that good. And our damage is gonna be bad the whole game, just so you know. But we throw... We take 2 damage. And we throw... Like, actually, though, but we'd be taking 2 stamina damage versus, like... 4 damage in total. So, like, actually, though, Ghostly Spear is just kind of, like, better, you know? Because even if we... I mean, theoretically speaking, we kill here. And actually, we just try to do that. Because, yes, it's a risk. It takes bonus? What the hell? Okay, absolutely. 100%. Hermit is here. She is here. The Spiral Hoodie would actually go unbelievably hard, now that I think about it. Like, the Spiral Hoodie would go unbelievably hard. This is a free light source, by the way, if we do a little reveal, but we get shot, that's fine. Oh, the luckiest guy. The luckiest guy. It keeps getting better. Koji keeps winning. The luckiest mystery of his life. We'll take a little sanity damage. That's all. We will not take a little sanity damage because I leveled perception. And by that I mean we actually rolled a 5, so it's actually not that bad. But I mean, it's a doomed location. You're rolling a d12, you're expecting to get under like a goddamn 5, you know? You're not... Oh, thank God. Okay, we didn't want to deal with the doom. Because, like, yeah, the Spiral Hoodie would go crazy, but also, like, we don't want to deal with that. Maybe we just make our knowledge better? I don't know. Like, our charisma's a lost cause. Like, that doesn't matter, right? Because we've got, because we're never gonna get there. Yeah. We're gonna do something like this. If we do... You know what? Maybe we take Outdoorsman. Because what if it's a Forest Mystery and we see Moriko? That'd be pretty crazy, right? I'm doing everything I can to avoid taking Folklore Studies. Because I respect Folklore Studies a lot as a perk, but I don't think we need it right now. Do I try to go for the EXP? I mean, we're gonna level up again. No, we go for the Reason, obviously. And then we see how we're doing. I don't actually know. Like, I'm trying to think of the meta of, like, how you would handle... We will discard the camera. I'm sorry, but we will discard the camera. We do not need it in the lighthouse. Now, this guy's a dickhead. 4 damage, huh? That's actually terrible. Okay, so we are actually doing 15 damage. That's pretty respectable. If we can take 1 to all and then kick his ass, yeah? That's actually, like, again, pretty respectable. I can't complain. 4 damage. Do you take bonus? Wasn't paying attention. Okay, free stuff. You're gonna think I'm crazy. You're gonna think I'm absolutely insane. But I still think I kind of value the prayer beads more than the camera. And that's incredibly disrespectful. But I think it's true. Like, I actually think it's true and real. Act intimidating, by the way. Plus 2% doom, what the hell? Do we have fetid fumes? We do! Okay. We still need to get to the end of the mystery before we can discard anything, before we can do what we're gonna do. Doom is impending, though. We're getting a lot of it. We're getting a lot of it. Now, I would say we just clawed some back, but in reality, that's not actually very, like, cooking for us. Because what I would have to do is I'd have to get... Like, we don't have a good sanity regeneration until we go through with, whatchamacallit. Okay, let's just work on this right now. Okay, so we are going to equip the flashlight because there's a light source that we need to deal with. We're going to discard the prayer beads, discard the camera, grab the torch, put the crestfallen mask on. We are taking -3/-3 from the lighthouse, assuming that I click it correctly. But I do actually want to use Hermit as well, so I don't actually know how we're going to go about doing that, because there's not really a way. We can't really heal sanity at this point. We can forget about Ghostly Spear, but, like, we go up to... No, we're on Gazoo, aren't we? Yeah, we're on Gazoo. Fuck that. Okay, hold on. Do it big. +1 sanity is actually kind of huge. You have no idea. Okay, click twice. There we go. We're good. We got Tireless bonus. Get your sanity bonus as well. Hermit goes... Yeet. And I think that's a pretty secure victory. So -3, these two don't matter, we're good. -3/-3, and then we're good if we have Heart of Darkness, which we actually do. So we're fine on the... Oh, deduction! How helpful. Glad that's here. So we're actually good on that end. Do we have, like, Fearful or anything weird? We actually... Whoa, we don't have any curses? No way. No way, we don't have any curses? Yeah, because we had flashbacks earlier. What the hell? Okay. So I think we're just good. Like, I think we're just chilling. Did I take +1 dexterity just for bonus damage against Takashi, I guess? Does Takashi even exist? No, he does not. So, -3, irrelevant, irrelevant, we're good, then -3/-3, and then we're good, so... And we literally have nothing in our status page whatsoever, which is kind of fucking nuts. Has that ever, like, hold on, there's still a chance that we can't get drenched. Okay. Have we ever beat the game with 0 curses before? Like, that's actually kind of nuts. Like, that's actually kind of crazy. I don't know, Akamanto? Yeah, sure. Akamanto first or second enemy. Akamanto's second enemy, that's kind of nuts, by the way. Akamanto's second enemy, what the hell? That's crazy. We have 0 status. Like, look at that. Literally 0 status effects. Also, I wanted to point out that, like, since we got lucky with the torch and whatnot, the flashlight versus camera debate didn't ultimately matter in the end. Also, we could have just healed. Look at the doom that we have. Like, I could have healed a lot to the point where we would have been able to survive without both of them. Just because we had so much doom because of Crestfallen Mask and Hermit. I don't think I've ever beaten the game without a curse before. Like, obviously we had a temporary curse in flashbacks, but I mean, like, still, I don't think I've ever beaten the game without a curse. Like, the status page is empty at the end of a run. That's crazy. Like, I literally do not even think that's happened before. Like, I actually think that's insane. There are so many events in this game that give you curses. Just, like, they hand out curses like candy in this game. You're expecting, like, 2 to 3 to 4 per run easily. Maybe even 5. Like, that's crazy. I cannot believe we didn't have a single status effect the whole game, besides flashbacks. That's nuts. That's actually nuts. The no status game. The no status game. Absolutely. Whew. Stay safe out there. Have a good one. Bye.